Hello everyone. As we know, in Canada right now, real estate prices are really high in most of the major cities. And in today's video, we wanted to give you a little more basically idea that how much income do you need when it comes to buying home in any of the major cities in Canada. But at the same time, this video is especially for those young guys, young kids that are thinking that, what, I want to start my life. I want to make sure that things are easy for me and I can afford them. But at the same time, that the future and obviously the job market is good for you. We know at this moment Calgary's job market is a little slow, no doubt, but we're talking about in future. So one thing that we all know, even in the previous videos you must have seen it, that Calgary is trying to attract all these big tech companies to come to Calgary, and they have been quite successful. They have, obviously ended up in top 20 cities in North America when it comes to having these new startups or IT companies coming in. So it is obviously offering a very basically unique perspective for everybody who's thinking, okay, you know what, I want to have a better life. I want to go to a city that I can stay in and live my life and enjoy my life, or even raise my family there. So just imagine, just because all these tech companies are coming to Calgary, and obviously we are also noticing that venture capital growth has been very significant in Calgary since 2018. It has gone up by more than 1,000%. So just keep that in mind, that we're not talking about just this part right here. We're talking about future, what is going to happen. So all those people who are thinking that I want to have a bright future and I want to go to a city that is growing fast and that is offering so much opportunity, that is going to be good for me and my family as well. So just keep this in mind. Calgary obviously is still very affordable city when compared to like Vancouver and Toronto, but obviously you pay a little more than Winnipeg and Edmonton. But the opportunity that Calgary is bringing by being in the top 20 cities that have specialty, actually obviously all these tech companies are targeting, and that has actually room for growth in future. Now, you know that we in the past videos were mentioned that Alberta is expecting its population to grow by close to 6 million people by the end of 2030. Now just imagine, we are already in 2025 and it is pretty close to 5 million already. So we're expecting 1 more million people coming here within the next 5 years. And most of those people, like somewhere close to 80% of them, will be living in Calgary, Edmonton, and the corridor, which means Red Deer. I know we always think about what's happening in the present, and we know that our market right now, job market, is a little slower. But if you're planning about your future, I just want to give you a little bit of idea. Just imagine that in Calgary right now, the average price of a home is about $583,000. Those numbers are from March. Keep that in mind. And that means that as a family, you require about $125,000 income to qualify for a mortgage that is pretty close to $600,000. Now, when you compare that with Toronto and Vancouver, now just imagine, in Toronto, average price of a house is more than $1 million. It's $1,068,500 in March, and you need an income of $217,000 basically to qualify for that. And then in Vancouver, it is about $1,190,000. That is the average price, and the income that you need is about $240,000. And now we know Edmonton is just a sister city here in Alberta. There, obviously, house prices are down just because there is more potential in Calgary. But in Edmonton, the average house price was about $431,300, and you needed an income of only about $96,000. And in Winnipeg, it was only about $384,000, and you needed an income of about $87,640. So the reason I brought these numbers to you is just to give you actually idea. If you're thinking, if you're planning, like, okay, you know what, where do I really want to live? Which city is going to be the best city for me and to raise my family? Then obviously Calgary does stand out when it comes to its competition in Canada. So keep that part in mind. The other thing that I wanted to discuss is obviously the interest rates that we have been seeing in the past, that banks are pretty much actually right now close to 4% is the lowest that we have seen with CIBC. The other banks are also competing. But one thing that we have come to notice right now, and that is that the banks are quite strict right now. They're not giving mortgages that easy. And there is a reason behind that, and that is the uncertainty that we're all feeling, that we're all going through right now. And because of the tariffs and everything that is so uncertain, banks are trying not to take too much risk. So if they feel like they don't want to give you any mortgage, they don't have to. So it's not like where they can provide you all these funds. They are a little more strict. So when you're buying homes, I would highly suggest that you talk to your mortgage specialist before you make an offer, because otherwise what it happens, it ends up basically wasting everybody's time, even for the seller, for yourself, and then frustration really comes in that you can't get the mortgage. So I would suggest that you do your homework before you can get the mortgage. So now we know our market is slow right now, and obviously new listings are going up, and we have about in last 1 week 822 new listings that came into the market. 91 were back on the market. 513 properties saw price decrease. Obviously prices are getting adjusted, and that's how properties are selling, but market is still active, and I'll give you those numbers as well. Price increase, 22 properties saw price increase, and 489 properties went pending. 541 properties got sold in the last 1 week. 51 properties expired, 5 were drawn, 179 properties were terminated. So, you know, one thing that I have mentioned in the past, in real estate is just not about buying or selling properties. It is about planning. So make sure that whatever you do, and you need any sort of advice, that what exactly you should be doing. So make sure that you don't make any wrong decision at any given time. We are here to help you. Give us a call. My phone number is 403-689-2345, and I'll be more than happy to assist you. Thank you very much.